The Mitsubishi Xpander got a good reception when it was first introduced to the Philippine market in 2018. A bestseller in the small MPV segment with a little more than 13,000 units sold. Mitsubishi sold more of the 7-seater MPV in 2019, reaching the 19,000 mark. The COVID-19 pandemic may have scuppered hopes of selling even more Xpanders in 2020, even with the addition of the Xpander Cross, an MPV in a crossover or SUV, guys.
Mitsubishi Motors Philippines has launched the Xpander Cross as the top variant of its best-selling small MPV. It arrived with cladding kit, redesigned grille and bumpers, and a lifted suspension that made it longer, taller, and wider than its siblings at 4,500mm long, 1,800mm wide, and 1,750mm tall, with a 2,775mm long wheelbase. The redesigned grille and bumper, black fender arches and side body moldings, side and tailgate garnishes, as well as the now segment-leading 225mm ground clearance lift the Xpander in look and stance from MPV to crossover and SUV territory. The Xpander Cross exterior also features LED headlamps, rear LED combination headlamps, new roof rails, and shark fin antenna. It also comes with new 17-inch two-tone alloy wheel design wrapped by 205 by 55 R17 tires. The Xpander Cross shares the same 4A91 1.5-liter inline-4 DOHC 16-valve engine with MIVEC as the Xpander GLS, GLX Plus, and GLX. The engine generates 104 PS at 6,000 revolutions per minute and 141 Newton-meters of torque at 4,000 RPM and drives the front wheels. The Xpander Cross shares the same interior length and width, 2,840mm by 1,411mm, that Mitsubishi touts for its best-selling MPV, which allows for a roomy cabin for 7 passengers. Second and third row seats fold flat to provide flexibility for hauling passengers and cargo. The new dual-tone leather upholstery and trim lend a touch of class to the Xpander cabin. Practical and functional features include a multitude of storage spaces for all knickknacks of family life and the gear and gadgets of sporty and connected individuals. Power outlets accessible in all 3 rows. A keyless operation system for entry and engine start. The 3-spoke steering wheel clad in leather with stitching that tilts and telescopes, and dotted with buttons and controls for audio, cruise control, etc. The dash is ergonomic and elegant with bright touches of tech, including the white-lit, high-contrast instrument cluster. Then there's the 2DIN multimedia system with a 7-inch touchscreen with radio tuner, MP3 player, USB, auxiliary input, Bluetooth with mirror link feature for Android OS with amber color display and 6 speakers. In raising the Xpander Cross's ground clearance, Mitsubishi tuned the suspension system that features front McPherson struts with coil springs and stabilizer, and torsion beam in the rear to allow for comfortable and stable ride on rough roads without sacrificing the kind of ride and handling that's appreciated by owners of earlier Xpander variants. Many owners enjoy driving the Xpander for the high seating position, complementing the wide windshield providing good visibility, as well as being one of the quietest cabins in the segment. Xpander Cross drivers also benefit from the driver assist technologies, such as active stability control, traction control, hill start assist, as well as the anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution. Stopping power comes from a system using 15-inch ventilated discs in front and 9-inch leading and trailing drums with a 10-inch master vacuum brake booster. The Xpander Cross comes with all safety features standard in all variants, including SRS airbags for driver and front seat passenger, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 7, with the driver and front seat passenger benefiting from pre-tensioners, and child seat ISOFIX, and tether anchors. Finally, the Xpander comes in special colors, sunrise orange and quartz white pearl.
The Xpander Cross has further blurred the lines between and among MPVs, SUVs, and crossovers. And it may be a good thing for automakers, or not, as they now have to be more creative and thinking out of the box to come up with vehicles that would cater to the many while satisfying the needs of the few. But it would be great for buyers who would now have a broader range of options. That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.